the campaign stuff. Anyway, happy Wednesday. This is going to be our playthrough with Gimpy the Crusader, who is recently an angel. We are 2 days, 7 hours into this. We'll go through cast of characters here once it's done loading. Are mods necessary for this game? No. No. The only mod I use is the buff bot mod, and it's not even called buff bot. It's a different one, but it basically what it does is it automatically casts spells for you for buffs and stuff, so that you don't have to worry about it, because there's tons of buffs you can cast, and that particular mod makes life really easy. And the one I'm talking about is the bubble buffs. Bubble buffs. This is technically the only mod I use. You can see there's others here. Free camera, that's for moving the camera around to different stuff, but I turned that off because that got to be kind of a pain in the butt. The auto buff, this is the auto buff, the buff mod that I used to use, but the bubble buffs is different, or better. Toggle UI, that's just turn the UI on and off. As you can see, I don't even have that one on. And then use limited healed. This mod is technically turned off, so unless they added it as a feature to the game, this mod is still doing what it's supposed to do, even though it's turned off. And what this does is for potions, for like drinking potions to heal up and stuff, or I think scrolls, it works for healing scrolls as well. Because the way the game used to be was you had to drink one potion at a time if you wanted to use that to, you know, top off your healing or health and that kind of stuff. So you go, click on a potion, use. Click on a potion, use. So if you needed to do that, say you're at half health, you know, at level 10 or so, that's going to take you a while drinking all those different potions, or drinking all those potions. And so what this mod does is you right click on the potion and your choice is use one or use until fully healed. And that way it'll drink every potion that it needs to drink until, you know, you get all the way filled up. As you can see, this mod is turned off, but I can still do that, have been able to. So they might have put this mod into the game, because it's still a thing, which I'll show you real quick what I'm talking about. It's potions. So you got use, and then use until fully healed. So I think they implemented this into the game out of stuff, because that mod is turned off. So anyway, so this is actually kind of a big deal, because usually it takes a little bit more than one potion to get you filled up. This game is 75 on Mythic Edition. Do you think it's worth it? Which one's the Mythic Edition? I don't know what the Mythic Edition is. I bought the regular edition. This was not a key for me, so this is a game I actually bought. I was actually... This was a Kickstarter. This was actually a Kickstarter. And I was actually a Kickstarter backer for this. So I don't know if I don't know what the Mythic Edition is. It has 3 things in it. What 3 things are that? Because I just have the standard game. That's all you really need, in all honesty. So Wrath of the Righteous Season Pass, Wrath of the Righteous Commander Pack. I don't know what the Commander Pack is, but the Season Pass might be worth it, because the Season Pass, that's Season Pass 1, though. Season 1 Pass. Keep in mind there is now a second Season Pass that just did start last week, that officially came out with the newest DLC. So Season Pass 1 is 3 DLCs. The first 2 DLCs, not my thing. They might be your thing for that. 29 bucks. Shit. This game is totally worth 30 bucks. This game is worth... I mean, if you like this type of game, if you like Dungeons and Dragons type stuff, turn-based or even real-time, because again, this game can be played in either turn-based or real-time. And based on how many hours you're going to get on this game, it is totally worth $30. And to put that in perspective, I usually judge a game's worth by how many hours I get out of it based on price. And my normal standard is 1 hour of play for every dollar paid. So if you're going to pay $30 for this game, you should get a minimum of 30 hours of playtime out of it. How many hours of playtime have I got out of this game so far? Almost 1,000. I think it's worth $30. So, based on my standard of whether the game is worth it or not, I would say, based on the standard I use for all games, this is worth $30 by far. So, So just to put that in perspective, I'm approaching 1,000 hours on this game, I'm pretty sure. Is that right, though? Is it? I think I just saw that recently on Steam that let me double check my library real quick. I think I'm coming up on 1,000 hours. That can't be right, though. Yeah, according to Steam, I'm at 936 hours currently. 936.7 hours played. So yeah, it's worth $30. Speaking of D&D games, if you have Twitch Prime, yes, Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition is currently free over on Twitch Prime. Or actually, it's Prime Gaming. It's not Twitch Prime anymore, it's Prime Gaming.
Hello everyone. My name is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel. If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also find Gimpy on YouTube where he posts previous episodes and highlights of the stream. Just scroll down under the video screen and click the YouTube button in the About section. Then click the subscribe button to follow. That's it. Thanks.
Yep, thank you. And I know I'm sounding like a commercial for this game right now. I'm trying not to be, but again, if this game is on sale, well, it doesn't even have to be on sale, but for $30, $40, this game is worth it. It's got replayability to it, the initial playthrough. If you just do the storyline stuff, I think is like 30 to 40 hours. If you stick strict to the storyline, don't do any side quests, anything else, it's like 30 to 40 hours, maybe even 50. But the way I play it, it's normally, I think my first playthrough was close to 200 hours, and then second and third playthroughs being more efficient at doing stuff and know what to do because, you know where everything is. Well, not where everything is, but have a general idea what to do when you get to certain places. Cut down the playthroughs down to I think I'm down to 130 hours for the last playthrough. Second playthrough was like 150, 160, something like that. So anyway, so even replayability wise, it's possible. Does the story change? Somewhat. It depends how you play it because they have the different mythic paths, right? So, like I said, my first playthrough was a Lich, second was as Zada and Gold Dragon, and then this one we're doing third one was a Demon, and this one is Angel. So, each storyline, the basic storyline is still the same, but the different stuff that happens is slightly different based on what your mythic path is and your choices and that kind of thing. And of course, your party too. There's more than just, like right now you only see 6 characters, but you actually have more than, 5 companions that you can put in your party. They all have different roles. And then you can put mercenaries in, which this is Veronica is not one of the story companions. She's nothing special. She's just a mercenary that we hired at the beginning of the game. You can run with a full group of mercenaries if you want. I've done that. And then you can, or just go full companions and switch and swap people out based on what your main character does and that kind of fun stuff. So, and welcome back, Bob. I'm sorry, I forgot to say that. Welcome back, Bob. Or sorry, Delm. You completionist, so you do everything in RPGs. Well, it'll take you a while then. It will take you a while. Okay, so boss fight bingo is starting, even though I don't want it to. I was kind of hoping to get a day off. But anyway, boss fight bingo. If you'd like to play, all you need to do is move your cursor over to the right-hand side of the video screen. About halfway down, there are 3 buttons. One of those buttons is labeled Stream Bingo. Click on it, join the game, and as the boss fights happen, like this one just did, they will determine the numbers called for the bingo card. In this case, it is Spider with 3 light PPCs, which is number 16 on your bingo card, number 16. And because Delm killed the spider, that's a free vote for everybody. So go to your bingo card and click a number you need to get close to bingo, which would pretty much be almost all of them, except for 1. So, good luck. Okay, so now we get to the important stuff. Okay, cast of characters. This is Gimpy the Crusader. We are currently level 9, knocking on level 10, it looks like. We're exhausted and exhausted, so we need to rest somewhere. Gimpy, of course, is a neutral good dwarf. Crusader, which is a cleric archetype. Mythic path is Angel. We just did get to Angel this past Wednesday is when we got the Angel. So there we go there. He's got the mythic spellbook. Basically, he's merged his spellbook, his cleric spellbook, with his angel spellbook. And all that really does is it shows all his spells in one location, so he doesn't have to go. Because if you do, if he wasn't a cleric, say he was a ranger. Say he's a ranger and he has a spellbook, and he could keep his spellbook separate. He could see his ranger spellbook on one. It would say ranger here, and then it would say angel here below it. So you just click on the two of them. You can see your separate spellbooks. But in this case, we chose to merge so that we see all his spells together, and they basically start at level 3 for the most part, I think. And the angel spells have a slightly different, see the little border, the golden border around it, compared to like no border on these guys. It doesn't stand out very well into this background for the page, but you can see it there. So it's got the golden background. Those are the angel spells. Dum, dum, dum. Again, they're all on one page, so it makes it just easier to find spells in general. So there's some more down here. There's another one up here, cleansing flames, stuff like that. So anyway, that's the angel stuff. And then Gimpy is also focusing on greatswords. We just did, well, maybe not just did, but last stream we picked up this lustrous blade by beating up on some evil undead dude. This greatsword is +2 mithril. Whenever it hits an enemy, they must make a fortitude saving throw, DC 15, or be blinded for 1 round. So do that. And it's glowing because of buffs and stuff. Gimpy also has a pet bear because he is a cleric of the Green Faith, so he gets to have a pet. In this case, his pet bear is also his horse. Gimpy rides around on the bear into combat, and they do things together. Bear's name is Espresso. Thank you, Mozart, for the name. And then we have our cast of characters. Actually, let's go to Veronica first because she's a mercenary. She's not a companion, so no special storyline for her. She's just there. She's a neutral good dwarven blood kineticist. Primary role, damage as a kineticist, because that's what they do. But story characters go. We got Sela. She's our tank as a paladin. Then currently we have Regil, although we'll probably be ditching him for the shifter companion once we find him, because they're going to be pretty much the same role, I think. But anyway, he's a evil little gnome. Then we have Arushale, who's a succubus. We found her not too long. Well, we did the special side quest to make her an earlier and get an earlier access to our party. And her role in the party is as a archer. Currently espionage expert, which is that's the way she starts as a ranger archetype. But we're also going to get her a couple levels of rogue to help her damage output a little bit with sneak attack damage, because otherwise it's her damage output. So again, give her a little bit of sneak attack damage and help her out that way. And then we have the last of our companions, Darren. He is normally he would be the healer of the group, which he's a helping with the healing. Although we actually have 4 actually. Gimpy's a cleric, so he can heal. Sela can heal with a little bit with paladin stuff. Veronica actually has healing as a kineticist. A blood kineticist have access to healing spells too, or healing abilities. So that's not her role, but she can do what she needed. But anyway, his main job is to do buffs, help out with the healing, and do helping with damage, because we got him the red salamander key, ring, which gives him access to fireballs, controlled fireballs, some other fire spells you can see listed there. So that's going to be his job, helping out with damage eventually. He starts off as a oracle, or he is an oracle, focusing on life, which is the healing stuff, but we added animal revelations to him as well. So he has a pet wolf, Bob. Bob helps out with the melee stuff. Came out, should restart now. The game got a lot of patches. Yes, it's had a lot of patches. It's the bug. A lot of bugs have been addressed, although there's new bugs, but whatever. Could not hear me at all after your last question. Oh, sorry. Does this game have difficulties within your party when you mix evil and good characters? Yes. Maybe. Sometimes. I don't want to ruin the story. I don't want to ruin the story there. Difficulties isn't really the... I don't think difficulties is a real correct word. We'll call it flavor. Because right now the party is kind of mixed. Because Gimpy's notes are good. And the main issues with the good and the evil stuff is the interactions between the characters. Because the companions actually talk to each other. And the way they talk to each other is dependent on their personalities. Alignments, of course, play a role. And then your decisions as you do stuff in the game, whether good, evil, lawful, chaotic, or just none, affects stuff in the game too. So, yeah. So, difficulties isn't the right word. Flavor is a better word. Make them not get along or something. These guys don't... They work together. They may not like each other, but they work together. However, based on what you do, some of them may leave the party depending on the decisions you make. And I'll leave it at that. So, like I said, if you got a really favorite character, say like Sela. Sela is a lawful good character. If you start being all Mr. Chaotic Evil and stuff, do you think she's going to stick around?
Saturday and Sunday, March 18th and 19th are the monthly giveaways for March. A $25 Steam gift card will be given away each day. You have to be a follower of the channel and present to win. Check with Gimpy if you have any questions about the giveaway. Thanks for watching.
Yep, thanks for watching. Happy Wednesday and giveaways next weekend. So like I said, your decisions can affect how your companion characters treat you. Now, if that's a concern for you, get all mercenaries. Mercenaries don't give a shit. You can give them whatever alignment you want. They don't care because they're mercenaries. They will stick with you through the end. Or just become a lich and turn all your party into undead, and then they won't care either. That's not a joke, though. Leave when you need them. They are replaceable. We actually have somebody that's not in the group right now. Who left us, who abandoned us. But we don't care about him anymore. Or her. Anyway, guess I should start playing. Okay, so we are exhausted, so we need to rest, and we can't teleport the party right now because we don't have any portals built, so we need to rest. And we actually have to get Nenio down here too still. Do we have to rest? We are tired. We are fatigued, so we're gonna rest here. We don't have too many more camps left. Oof. So, corruption is bad. That's a bottom bar down there.
Let me teach you a good Galarian song. You know, where I come from, there's a saying. If you want to understand a foreign people, learn their songs.
That is surprising. Yes, I'd like to try. Go on.
So we're going to have to listen to Sela sing. Okay, we need to head back to Dresden to get our corruption cleaned up. Don't. Actually, our army. What are you guys doing? You guys are... Where are you going? Could have you guys go kill this guy. Current army is at 40 strength. Scrubs, scrubs, and scrubs. We need more paladins. Anyway. Oh, they're strong because of the scouts. Okay, so anyway, a regular army could go beat up on those guys. Bunch of giants. Giant strength 4 2 belt, or giant strength 4 belt. So yeah, we'll go down that way. I'm sure we'll be fine. Okay, and again, this is the Might and Magic version of the game, or portion of the game, not version, portion. And basically you have a little army that you can have multiple armies, as you can see on the left, where you do actually have multiple units running around. They're not doing anything because we don't have anybody to lead them. I thought we did. I thought I had a general. I did have a general. I knew I heard somebody. So generals determine how many units you can have in a particular army. In this case, this little fox person can lead 3 units in the army. Currently it's 2. Oh, is there nobody there to join? Where's everybody else? You guys are there. There we go. So, who would we want else in this little army? These are Rangers, so archer unit. This is a cavalry unit. Champions are infantry, and paladins are cavalry as well. I'll throw you guys over here. There. So all by yourself. I bet we can throw you in another army right now, because we have another 2 walking around, I think. There we go. So, those guys. And the guys, spearmen, infantry, of course, and then marksmen, archers, of course. So, and then over time, we'll be able to recruit some more of this stuff, depending on what buildings we build, who comes up for recruitment for mercenaries, that kind of fun stuff. So, anyway. Do you need more than one army? Sometimes. Sometimes you have to, your army is stuck in, or is in one part of the world and you need them somewhere else, and that's what the backup armies are for, and hopefully they don't die. Anyway, Ash Giants. Lots of hit points each. Let's see if they like fire. So that's our general, who can do different stuff. Some generals have different abilities. This is a spellcaster general. The other general is not a magic-based general. So they work a little different. Shouldn't be too hard. Oh, they throw boulders. Ow. And those are Hell Mites. More boulders. Ow. Ow. And that means you get to go again. It's a morale bonus thing. Hell Knights come up behind these guys. No problem. So that wasn't nearly as hard as I thought it might be, being a level 6 army. Anyway, so 2 of our clerics are wounded, but they come back because infirmary. Okay, the scarce possessions of the wild giants may still prove useful to the Crusaders. This time the soldiers found something truly interesting among the piles of rubbish, bones, and primitive tools. A pair of impressive tusks wrapped in a scaled hide must have been some kind of a relic for these monsters. So, Chill Roar's hide and tusk. This will be an item we can turn into something else later on. And of course the Belt of Giant Strength 4, which we can use for who? No, Gimpy doesn't have a belt. See, Gimpy's got a halo and everything, being an angel and stuff. Okay, so that gets his strength up to... Wow, I'm surprised I didn't... Okay, so I didn't... Anyway, so he's stronger than he was, so he does a little bit more damage. +2 now, or sorry, +5 damage instead of +3. Yep, okay. Okay, so our army, what are you guys doing? You are... Oops, button. That button. So they have 22 movement points left. Let's go back. Just have to go down there for what's his face. We could probably, let's see. They've got archers in there. 2 little skeletons with little hats on their heads are archers. Broken phylactery of Stavanius the Rotten. I can always come back there. Gotta clear all this stuff out of here too. So, let's go this way. Okay, Gimpy and friends going to Dresden. Okay, with just that little flash there, we've got a bad army coming in, or an enemy army on the move. These guys. No, that's not those guys. Where are they? Supposed to have an icon out here somewhere telling me where the army is coming from. There they are. Okay, so this is a little, is this it? Is that it? I don't think that's them either. Ah, there it is. Little level 4 army. So what we have to do is we have to get back to where they're going. They're going to be, there's a road that runs through this way. So we have to get back here to Dresden to take care of them. Our army does. They've got a few days, maybe. We can intercept them here. Oh, no problem. Okay, so the enemy army is going to come. There's, like I said, there's a road going down this way. So they're going to come up this way. They have to come through here to get to Dresden, and we'll just make sure they don't get there. And if they do, the armies that are currently in the city will defend it. And I think it goes smallest army first, and then that one. So if you think Dresden's going to be invaded, and you've got full, a bunch of armies in there, different strengths, you're going to want to have this. If you care about your smaller armies at all, you're going to want to have them move away a little bit so they don't get attacked, and just have your strongest army in there to defend, which hopefully will be strong enough. This one questionable, but we don't have to worry about it because our main army is in the way, so no problem.
Gimpy is raising money for the National MS Society for the 10th year in a row here on Twitch. Walk MS 2023 in San Diego is April 22nd, but Mrs. Gimpy, Mickey, Rocket, and Gimpy will be doing private walks in April and May. They are walking 1 mile for every $1,000 raised. If you would like to help with a donation, please visit stompingoutms.org. Thank you.
Yep, thank you. And if you have any questions on what the Walking MS is about, feel free to ask, or just type in !MS what is in chat. The bot will let you know. Okay, so what other buildings? So these are outposts we have. You basically put buildings in here that can help you with different things. This one is plus 10 bonus to energy for all generals, which is mana. Archery range, basically it increases the amount of archer you can recruit every week. Garrison barracks, same thing, but for infantry. And there's a cavalry one too. Around here somewhere. Oh, stables, too expensive. We don't have the materials for it. Hospitals will help you with make your infirmaries bigger, so you don't lose troops as easily. Inns, whatever, supply center, whatever. So anyway, you build up your little cities. Once you fill up all 4 squares, you'll have an opportunity to upgrade this so that you have 4 more squares to fill up, and I think there's even a 3rd upgrade. So you have even more stuff. So you have more and more buildings to build to help your army out as better, or make it better. In this case, more archers. Or we can save up some money for stuff, because we're building a supply center now. Time to repair. So this makes the watchtower makes it this area more durable. All allied units within the fort's area of control plus 1 bonus to attack, AC, saving throws, and initiative. Sure. And where do you get the supplies or the resources to build this stuff? Well, the supply center actually does and gives you 3 income for material points every day or week. Increases your income by 3. I think it's by day, maybe. Or you can just, it tells you all your stuff. Or you can buy more resources using gold that you have in your party. Currently we have 79,000 gold to our name. So we could buy some more, this is like gems for hiring more troops. And then this is the building materials that you need to build material or build buildings and stuff, but the money is, again, specifically for the troops. And then there's a third resource called energy, which is used for other stuff too. Oh, it's already on the left, so it tells you your income too. Material points a big deal. The energy I don't think is a huge deal. In all honesty, I've never really had a big need for it. I mean, later in the game it becomes a thing, but by then you have so much it doesn't matter. Material points is something you need from the very start, along with finance points. Well, maybe not from the very start. From the very start of having an army, you need finance points, because that actually happens before you start building stuff. But once you start building the different outposts and stuff, the material points are become a big deal. So again, right now we're picking up 22 per day. So those little supply centers will help boost that up. So the one we just built will get that up to 25 per day. So, and as far as that goes, Mr. Walnuts, thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream. So anyway, that's one little outpost. And I just thought they'd look like little towers. So these little green towers. So we have one there, one over here, one down there. So they're all, you know, you can start building up stuff there. These ones over here, not a big deal for defensive stuff, because all the demon armies that are going to try to attack Dresden are coming from the southwest, typically, or the west. So anytime you build any of these forts, you'll be picking up more forts. See all these little red towers? These are actually fort positions once you conquer them. So you'll want to be maybe considering putting some little bit of defensive structures in there, so it makes them a little bit more difficult to be captured by the demons again, because they will come in and devastate any constructions you've done if they're unprotected. So gotta be careful. Okay, strengthening diplomatic connections. Diplomatic relations have improved. The diplomatic consul requests that the Crusade leader attend their meeting and receive an update report. We're on our way. A problem with 9 lives. Quartermaster brought cats to Dresden, so the quartermasters brought cats to Dresden so that they could keep the stores safe from rats. Smaller demons have learned to assume the form of a cat to sneak into the city and wreak havoc. Soldiers are ready to start hunting cats, but the quartermasters are against it. Leave the cats be and exercise vigilance. So we get logistics experience and ducks leadership experience, though. Get rid of the cats. Leadership experience deducts logistics. We don't have Path of the Trickster, so not a big deal. Ask the cult of Bastet for help. Unlocks the blessing of Bastet. Blessing of Bastet is energy points, income increased by 5. This is your best choice. Because it doesn't, that's the only one that doesn't really have a penalty to it. So we'll just do this one. Social remembering the cult of Bastet, poorly known in Avestan, sent a few letters to Osirian. Priestesses of the goddess of cats are willing to identify the demons and remain to care for the cats. Their knowledge of divine rituals will prove useful to the crusade. So, no real benefits, no real penalty. And this is Crest of the Fallen Knight. We're going to enchant this to make it into an item of some kind. I don't know what yet. And then this is what we just found from that fight with the giants. A royal parade. Parade to honor the queen. This will increase our finance points for 30 days by 10%. Yes, please. Okay, so there's our decree stuff. All set. No. And enter. Okay, so we're going back to the Citadel to meet with our council and deal with other stuff, maybe. We'll see. Nevia, Commander. Nevia greets you with a slight nod. I have some information for you. Though what I found out is mostly innocent, it might be a cause for concern. What do you mean? It's about the well-being of one of your companions. Tell me. Soldiers have been gathering in the graveyard to play cards. We usually turn a blind eye to such things, though it's against regulations. We let them enjoy themselves as long as they don't cause too much trouble, and that's usually the case. But recently, my people have noticed Silseal among them, and the gambling seems to be having an unhealthy effect on them. As you know, I usually keep my nose out of other people's private affairs. With all these spies and cultists, I have too much on my plate as it is, but this time it's about someone you trust with your life. So maybe you should do something about it. This isn't an official report, just a tip off from a friend. As am I. Thank you for the information. You're welcome. This is our new guy. This is the companion that you get from the newest DLC, The Last Sarkorians. So, Ulbrich, are you in charge? A giant, muscular, red-bearded Kelid strides confidently into the hall. Then you're the man who'll explain to me what the hag-blasted shambles is going on here. Who are you? I am Ulbrich, chieftain of the Ulsex, vassals to the Neverhome clans. Ring any bells? Odd, seeing as this is my ancestral land you're building your ugly fortresses on. There are other pastures you're marching... These are our pastures you're marching your hordes of rust-clad roughnecks over and back again. Quite at home you've made yourselves. Alright, let's begin at the beginning. Khaled frowns as he ruffles his mane of red hair with his fingers. So here's what happened. There he was at the edge of the forest, lying down for a nap. It was warm and the birds were singing. A lot joyful of a day. I can't read today at all. Now, if you ask me, I dozed off for only a minute, but when I woke up, and what in the blazes do I see? Stone walls everywhere, scorched earth, twisted trees, horned...
Hey Gimpy, have you hydrated lately?
Just did.
If not, you really should.
Horned oglins running about and armored ruffians, swinging blades at each other like crazy, and everybody's been telling me the same tale. Sarkoris has been gone for 100 years, so was I asleep for 100 years or what? Where have you come from? Me? I was born here. My clans lived here since the olden times, the Ulsex, one of the founding clans of Sarkoris, and yet here I am, not recognizing the place I call home anymore. What do you want? For starters, I want to figure out where I am and what's going on, and then, he clenches his fists, if this isn't all a dream, if some blasted monsters really have laid waste to my home, my Sarkoris, it means I'm going to fight. Fight them? I can't read. You're the war chief of this place, right? Take me into your party. You won't regret it. What you've been told is the truth. It's been 100 years since a demon invasion wiped out Sarkoris. Say it 100 times if you like, but I still won't believe it. It can't be true. How can you be of use to my party? Here's how. He raises his hand and bends his fingers. Before your very eyes, they become longer. Long, sharp talons extend from this thick skin now covering them. I'm a shifter. I can tear any enemy to shreds, and I don't need a weapon. You could use a fighter like me, couldn't you? Well then, welcome to my party. He lowers his head and says solemnly, my blade and my life are yours, War Chief. He looks up at you with a friendly chuckle. I mean, it's not like I need a blade. My talons will make short work of our enemies, and then I'll finish them off with my beak. But saying it like that is the done thing. My talons and beak are yours. Just don't have the same ring to it. There's something else, War Chief. I can see things are bad, but the tales of all of Sarkoris burning down and its people dying? I'm sorry, I don't believe those. It can't be true. We're not the kind of folks to be snuffed out like that, or just like that. I have a kin in a village not far from here. Current Glen? Current Glen. Let's go there and talk to them. Have them fill us in. They're smart folks. Perhaps they'll help us in battle too. Together we'll clean up Sarkoris before you can say... Aronti, we found creatures. Ulbrich bumps his fist into his palm with a chuckle of bravado. Alright, I'll go look for a place to stay for the night. Just let me know as soon as you're ready to go on a raid. So, new companion. Here, Beth. Commander, I have alarming news. Sir CR seems to be ill. He has stepped back almost completely from commanding his people. His ever-bright Crusaders are a large and experienced force. Our strategy relies heavily on them. Please talk to him. It might be time for Sir Ciar to step down and hand over the leadership to a younger, more energetic knight. He's not a young man anymore. It must be a struggle to keep up with his responsibilities. What do you know about his trouble? Just rumors, Commander. They say it's like his mind is somewhere else all the time. He is anxious, but won't say what happened. Sir Ciar is respected. When people see him acting strangely, it breeds uncertainty in the ranks. I will talk to him. Thank you, Commander. This is a necessary step to maintain our fighting ability.
Let's save some adventures for later.
Commander, upon hearing word of your victory in the Battle of Dresden, many leaders in Astvan have considered taking a more active supporting role in the crusade. Fighting demons in the name of saving the world is a prestigious endeavor, especially when the war is going well. The one whose help is accepted first will increase their standing in the political arena, which is why the powers are now competing for the right to conclude an alliance with Mendeb before their rivals do. Nerosian has already chosen which of them is to be favored, Isger. We've been building an alliance with that nation for a long time, and now the capital is expecting you to address the steward of Isger with an official offer to support you. Lastwall is Mendeb's most trusted ally. If we are to ask someone for support, it should be them, this shining crusade. Let's say we invite the Sword Lords of Brevoy to this party. The righteous Mendevian knights just love those hot-headed provincials who draw their weapons and challenge you to a duel at the drop of a hat. And get this, they win such duels, and Nerosian will be ecstatic to have allies like these. And I hope the demons will enjoy their company as well. And just as a note, we happen to have a neighbor who's got barely any presence in the crusade. I'm talking about Numeria. It's believed to be too wild and barbaric to have any dealings with. How about we show everyone how wild and barbaric tribes can fight and invite them to play a bigger part in the war. So, last wall. So we get Inquisitors. Inquisitors get Divine Favor. Spellcaster Slayer. +3 bonus to attack spellcasting units. +3 bonus to attack and saving throws for 3 rounds. So those are Inquisitors. Duelists. Parrying or post. Agile and skilled fencers who prefer to rely on their stuff. So, unit has a 20% chance to ignore an enemy attack directed at it, or at an adjacent allied unit, plus to make a counter attack. This effect only works if the unit is able to make a melee attack on the attacking enemy unit. Barbarians. So, barbarians. And our sorcerers. See, here's the problem with all these units. These are all mercenaries. These aren't somebody you hire on a regular basis. They only show up in... These units really aren't important. What I'm trying to say is they're not important because they're not going to be in significant numbers to be a factor. We'll do sorcerers. Wisdom never fails you. Nerosian will be pleased to know that we're not squandering allies whom they have taken such pains to attract. The battle sorcerers of Isger, hardened in the clashes with goblins, will serve you well. Yes, hardened with clashes with goblins. That's going to make you tough. I won't detain you any longer, Commander. When matters of foreign or domestic politics once again require your attention, I will convene the council. Blah, blah stuff. Okay. So that it? Okay. So, new guy. So our new companion, we'll look at him in just real quick. So where is he? There he is. Oh, we get to level him up even from level 4. That'll work. Okay, so this guy's a shifter. This is the new class. He's coming with gear and everything. So Swarmbane class, what's this? Ancient fossilized insect lies trapped within this ornate amber clasp, impaled by the long golden pin that fastens the wearer's cloak. The wearer's weapons, unarmed attacks, and natural attacks deal full damage to swarms, regardless of the swarm's immunity to weapon damage. If any, blah blah blah. If the wearer is damaged by a swarm, they automatically succeed on their saving throw against the swarm's distraction ability. So that's kind of cool. We need like 7 more of those. Hide armor, giant strength 2, ring protection 1, and ring cloak resistance. You know, that stuff. So, new guy. Let's save first before we do anything else. Okay, so he's a Griffin Heart Shifter. So he is actually special, because that is actually outside of the other. That's not an archetype for the. That's not available to anybody else. This is the only character that gets this archetype. So what's so special about it? I don't know. Hermit, Green Faith. So he gets all the claws. Griffin shape. So at 4th level, the Griffin Heart Shifter can use her wild shape ability to become a Griffin. This ability lasts for 1 minute. Blah mythic ability makes it permanent. Using the Griffin shape is a standard action that does not cause attacks of opportunity. Blah blah can use Griffin shape a number of times by her wisdom bonus. She gains a space speed of 50 feet, 2 claw attacks, a bite attack, and immunity to ground-based effects, because wings. While in this form, the Griffin Heart Shifter gains the grabber ability with her claw attacks. She also gains a combat feat using her shifter level as the effective fighter level for the purpose of meeting prerequisites. At 9th level, the shifter gains the pounce ability and the improved natural attack ability with her bite attack, and she can select another combat feat. 14th level, the shifter can select a third combat feat and gains a rake ability.
My name is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel. If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also find Gimpy on YouTube, where he posts previous episodes and highlights of the stream. Just scroll down under the video screen and click the YouTube button in the About section. Then click the subscribe button to follow. Also, please like and comment on his videos. He won't bite. I promise.
She promises.
That's it. Thanks.
She promises. Okay, so at 9th level, which he's going to get here in a second. So it increases the damage of his claw attacks from D6 to D8, and bite attack from D8 to 2D6. Okay, that's what that's for. And then the rake ability at 14, which is a little while off. So gains 2 additional claw attacks, which it can only use against an enemy. It grapples. A creature that starts a turn with a grappled enemy in the order has. Okay, so if you grapple them, you can rake them. So grapple is. It's combat fees, instrument, blah blah blah. So it's a thing that you can do. So Shifter's Fury. So basically, it's the same shifter stuff. The main difference is the Griffin shape, which allows you to do that stuff. Oh, Griffin aspect. Here we go. Okay, aspect of proud and fearless Griffin, a creature dedicated to protecting its territory. These regal beasts are revered as symbols of freedom and strength in many cultures. Griffin Heart Shifter can take on the aspect of the Griffin and assume Griffin traits as a swift action. While in this form, she gains an aura that grants her and her allies within 30 feet a +2 bonus on saving throws against fear. She also gains a +2 inheritance bonus to her strength score. She can maintain this form for a number of minutes per day equal to 3 plus her shifter level. The duration does not need to be consecutive, but it must be spent in 1 minute increments. But when you transform, you get that stuff, right? It's at level 4 stuff. So 5th level, grows a pair of bird-like wings that grant her immunity to ground-based effects. At 10th level, strength increases to +4. Her aura now grants her and her allies immunity to fear. So that's pretty cool. Unless you have a paladin. Unless you have a paladin in your group. Like we do, but that's okay. At 15th level, the Griffin Heart Shifter ability Your shifter's bonus to strength increases +6 and gains +4 inherent bonus to under will saving throws at 20th level. Increases strength to by +8. Willpower saves increased by 6, and she becomes resistant to movement impairing effects as per the freedom of movement spell. And final aspect. So weapon specialization, claw. Bonus combat feat and bonus combat feat. So nothing really super special about the Griffin. I mean, other than the anti-fear aura. Otherwise, it's nothing, which I guess you wouldn't expect to be too much. But he still gets bonus from the wisdom for defense. So not bad. Typical shifter though, but nothing super different. Except the Griffin is not too bad. Okay, so welcome to level 5. He's going to be our athletics person, I see. And our nature person. Gimpy already is. So, I guess Gimpy isn't. Nenyo. So he will be our nature person. So that's good. So he's actually filling some holes we didn't have, like this athletics thing. In our regular group, it used to be land, but we replaced land with Arushale, which was and then it was Bob. Looks like Bob is at +7. I think was going to be our replacement, but he's definitely going to fill that role at the +10. So, and mobility is Bob. Arushale too. So Arushale is still the best one there for mobility, but he's going to be picking up a few more points, not too many. Nature, he's our nature person, and perception is stuff. Okay, Shifter's Rush. This allows him to basically shape change. If he moves far enough, he just changes for free, or can change. If he already isn't in that shape. So that's not a bad thing to have. We have outflank going, don't we? Yes, we do. So grab outflank first. Let me make sure he's with the rest of the group there. This. Then he's picked up Shifter Fury now. Now gains the ability to make several ferocious attacks with the same natural weapons. Instead of attacking with all her natural weapons, the Shifter can choose a single natural weapon and make a full attack with that natural weapon, gaining a second and blah blah blah. So, stuff. And level 7, picking up another feat and more claw upgrade. So claw damage increases to 1d6. Again, these are claws that are used outside of being shape-shifted into a griffin. So it's a different, but they work pretty much the same. Combat reflexes. I didn't see what his dexterity was. What is his dexterity? 3. Plus the 3 bonus, so he's actually... combat reflexes would be good for him. Okay, so... you... combat reflexes. So upgrade the claws, combat reflexes, so he gets to do additional attacks based on his dexterity bonus, which currently is 3, which will help with the outflank stuff and other stuff. So strength, get that to 20, so there. Yeah. So nothing there. This is level 9. The last of the 9, or last is leveling up. So feat and bonus combat feat. Greater weapon focus. Improve criticals. The shifter rush. So where are the mods for this game located? Usually... the Nexus, I want to say? I think that's where they're located. And actually there's what's the application called? Unity something something something. There's a way to manage them a little bit easier. What's it called? Unity Mod Manager. Unity Mod Manager. You're going to want to probably want that little program. Again, Unity Mod Manager. Google that. You're going to want to download that and then go to the Nexus and find the mods that you're looking for. In this case, I'm guessing the same ones that I was using or am using. You have Vortex. I don't know if it works on Vortex. It might. I don't see why it wouldn't. But I use the Unity Mod Manager because, yeah. But yeah, and again, the only mod that I think you really need if you don't like clicking a lot of buttons for mods and stuff or remembering what needs to be done, bubble buffs. This is the best mod manager I've found so far. Bubble buffs. That's the one you really need. The other ones else don't really care. Bubble buffs. It's the best one. Yeah, and on the Nexus it should say if it was Vortex compatible, which most of them should be. So, for you, improve critical or greater weapon focus. Doesn't have the following classes. Fighter level 8. Okay, so this is some claws. So, greater weapon focus with claws. Claw them to death.
Gimpy is raising money for the National MS Society for the 10th year in a row here on Twitch. Walk MS 2023 in San Diego is April 22nd, but Mrs. Gimpy, Mickey, Rocket, and Gimpy will be doing private walks in April and May. They are walking 1 mile for every $1,000 raised. If you would like to help with a donation, please visit stompingoutms.org. Thank you.
Yep, thank you, and please check out stompingoutms.org if you want to learn a little bit more about me and my experience with multiple sclerosis. It'll help you understand why I have so many issues. Okay, so lunge. So this is the reach of melee attack by 5 feet. You must decide that's not a big deal. He doesn't cast spells. Precise strike, no big deal. 2 weapon fighting. Is that a thing for the claws, though? If you have a second weapon in your offhand, you can get 1 extra attack per round with that weapon when fighting, but it's not a weapon, is it? I don't think that's a thing for the shifter. Of course, it doesn't show anything right now because he's only not shifted. So current damage though, and he's going the strength route, not dexterity, because he came that way. Yeah, that'll be fine. Lunge is probably my best choice. Oh, I disagree. Greater weapon focus is my best choice. Because this is, you know, helps him hit more. Oh, sorry, this actually could get lunge, but improved critical would be good too, though. Because, you know, more crits. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, this 4th level. Oh, 9th level is now. What's it doing? Something else happened at 9th level here. Ninth level gains a pounce ability and the improved natural attack ability. So this is actually a pretty big jump in his strength or his combat stuff. Okay, so again, unfortunately, his Griffin stuff isn't showing up because he's a human right now. Mythic Path, though. For you, we want the shape-changing thing. Which one is it? Where's the shape-changing one? Oh. Must be the next one down. Master shape. Did I pass it? Oh, duh. I'm so used to seeing this icon and ignoring it for whatever reason. But yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. So, whenever you become a target of a polymorph effect, all the physical ability scores adjusted and modified by +4. Additionally, if you have the wild shape ability, which he does, you can use it any number of times per day. So, yes. Hey, bring welcome back. What messes are we making? Oleg. This is the companion shifter. You walked into our throne room. We go, yeah, you can join us, you little crazy bastard. And he starts at level 4, so you get to level him up, or at 9, soon to be 10. So that works. Extra feet, mythic ability, flawless attacks. Griffin Heart Shifter. We'll go show you that in a second. He has power attack. He doesn't do that one. Weapon specialization mythic. You charge your weapon gain most equal to half your mythic rank damage rolls. So weapon focus or double the bonus of your attack rolls from weapon focus and greater weapon focus. More damage or better chance to hit. It's not a regular. You can't. No one else can play this. It has to be the companion. He's the only one with this archetype, which sucks. I agree. This should be available to everybody. So far it's pretty decent. I mean, it's fairly typical. It's nothing special, but the weapon specialization stuff. Yeah, we'll do. So you get a bonus equal to half your mythic rank on damage rolls. So that would be 1. This stacks with the bonus from weapon specialization and greater weapon specialization. So actually it'd be 3, right? But it keeps going up. And we do claw. Oh, look, another mythic ability. Brutality Incarnate. When the wounds you inflict with your natural attacks are anything but natural. Your natural attacks all now ignore all damage. He already has that, or will have it. Distracted shots, no. Last stand, magic nullification, mythic charge. Charge deals additional divine damage equal to 1d6 per mythic rank. So when he charges, as a 9th level Griffin guy, he already is pouncing. So we can increase this damage too with divine. Shifter, they just get at some point anyway. I think it's just late. Tally Incarnate? Which one's that one? Anything but. They get that later on. Yeah, if they did, they all get this though. Eventually their claws are doing that, so it's not a thing to grab really. Mythic Charge might be good though. So does Leading Strike though. Each time you hit a target with the melee combat, you leave a mark on it. Any ally attacking the marked target deals an additional divine equal to your that, which is 3d6 currently. Mythic Charge. This is also 3d6 additional damage. But he's not always going to be able to charge. But this one. You have a couple of people in your group with this. All kinds of extra damage. Okay, we'll leave that one. Okay, so he is taken care of. So he will be taking Regel's place in the group. And he came, this is the gear he came with. So cloak resistance 1, ring protection 1, strength plus 2, height armor 1, which his AC is currently, if he takes that off, it's not as good. So he's not getting the other plus.
Aren't your legs
What's
getting
the other
stiff?
+2?
You haven't moved in quite a while. Stretch, damn it, you ignorant meatbag.
So the first +1, that's his bonus from wisdom, because it goes a half when you wear armor. So at some point, and because he's not dexterity based, so armor is actually going to be his thing, because he's not really a dex based shifter. So that. Oh, here's the cool thing. We need 7 more of these at least. Swarmbane class, for those of you who missed it. The wearer's weapons, unarmed attacks, and natural attacks deal full damage to swarms, regardless of the swarm's immunity to weapon damage. If the wearer is damaged by a swarm, they automatically succeed on their saving throw against the swarm's distraction ability. We need 10 more of these, at least. For everybody in the group should have one of these. Seriously. Okay, Rega, what are you using that you don't need? You don't need that. It's compulsion and disease effects. Actually, give you that one. And Regil can have his little cloak back. Actually, we just give him a +1. Because he's not going to be with us too much. Saving throws against disease, nausea, and sickened effects. Sure, for now. Any stitches, don't care. Okay, so I think he's set. He gets a unique version of charge eventually, so when he charges in Griffin, he actually flies over to the target and ignores when you have a direct line to the end. Oh, is that a thing? I guess we should look at his actual stuff here, his class stuff, for those that missed it. So, This is a unique archetype for the Shifter, the Griffin Heart Shifter. He gets all the basic claw stuff. There's nothing really new here. He still has the defensive instinct, which is the bonus from wisdom for AC. Woodline grace, no big deal. Griffin shape itself. 4th level, he transforms into a griffin. Blah blah, 1 minute. Stuff. Can use a grappling or whatever. While in this form, he takes on a base speed of 50 feet, 2 claw attacks, 1 bite attack, and immune to ground-based effects because wings. Also gains the grabber ability with her claw attacks. She can also gain a combat feat using her shifter level as her effective fighter level for the purpose of meeting prerequisites. At 9th level, the shifter gains the pounce ability and the improved natural attacks ability with her bite attack, and she can select another combat feat. At 14th level, they get the 3rd combat feat against or a 3rd combat feat and gains the rake ability. The rake ability is basically when you do the grapple or grab attack, and then the rake ability, you do damage to people, whoever you're grabbing, with your claws. So that's what that does. And then the aspect itself. So you've got, while in this form, she gains an aura that grants her an ally within 30 feet, +2 bonus on saving throws against fear effects, and also +2 inherent bonus to her strength score. She can maintain this form, blah blah, forever now. At 5th level, grows a pair of bird-like wings that grant her immunity to ground-based attacks. At 10th level, bonus strength increases to 4, and her aura now grants her and her allies immunity to fear. 15th level, bonus strength is now 6, +4 to bonus on her will saving throws. And at 20th level, strength increases to 8, or by 8. Current bonus on will saves increased to 6, and she becomes resistance to moving apparent effects as per freedom of movement. So I don't know what that special flying thing is, because that's not really mentioned there. That's just the combat feat. It's not here. Oh, and there's your claws bypass damage resistance based on cold iron, magic, and silver. That stuff. More damage. Does not increase, but the critical multiplier becomes 3. There's your adamantine, everything except for adamantine, whatever. And then final aspect. So that's, I don't know where that flying thing that ignores charge. I don't see any mention of that here. Anyway, looks like it'll be fine. He's replacing Regil in our group, so we're all set. Okay, we need to rest. And why isn't my people staying in here for the alchemy? You don't have anybody who does alchemy, but Nenio, there you are. No, you're not Nenio, you're Nenio. Yeah, why doesn't it remember this stuff? As who's doing the job. Curse Pilaf. No, we don't want to do the Curse Pilaf. Just a regular hearty meal. Maybe you can start pitching in a little at the camp. Getting your hands dirty isn't as terrifying as you think, says Sela. I'm guessing this is the Cami. Getting one's hands dirty. I thought that was only used to describe some grisly aspect. I certainly would not wish to do anything like that. She's so funny. Hey, hello, welcome back. Happy Wednesday. Velg. A Khaled in a worn travel robe with a deep hood over offers you a respectful bow. His voice is quiet and emotionless. Greetings, Commander. To be granted an audience with a figure of such importance is a great honor. Your victories have impressed and inspired me, which is why I wish to do my part in the Crusader struggle. Who are you? The visitor's quiet words sound like the rustling of pages dry and impersonal. My name is Velg, and I am a Kelid. My lineage dates back to the Sarkorian clans, and bonds of kinship have always been sacred to my family. When the world wound opened, my ancestors fled Sarkoris, but they did not forget their homeland. Even before the crusades began, my great-great-great-grandfather marched in defense of our people. He perished, as they all did. My great-grandfather and his eldest sons joined the First Crusade. My grandfather joined the Second. Our family's warriors have fought in every crusade, and that is why our bloodline is now extinct. They say this crusade will be the last, and so I've come, alone. For there is no one else. Alas, I am no warrior, but I still wish to be of use to you. How do you plan to help me? His words, devoid of color and emotion, run together to form a monotonous, endless stream. For 23 years, I've been gathering documents on Sarkoris. They contain numerous mentions of the history of the Blackwater clan. The clan was beset by demons, as its members had dedicated themselves to creating a powerful weapon against the world wound. The clan needed more time, but no support came from their neighbors, and so the Blackwaters were destroyed. But the fate of the clan is not important right now. What is important is that, thanks to certain ancient maps, I have been able to pinpoint the location of their settlement. If you go there, you'll be able to verify my findings. If you happen to find a weapon that will help you fight the demons, it will bring me satisfaction and pride. My life will have purpose. What kind of weapon? My thoughts on this matter are pure speculation. Perhaps it is a blade that could cut down even a demon lord, or an artifact that could call upon an endless host of spirits, or a circlet that could reverse the flow of time or erase the planar invaders from reality. The Blackwater clan operated in secrecy to protect their work from spies. Unfortunately, an ever-present concern, and to avoid drawing the demon's attention before the time was right. You have an odd way of speaking. Blah blah, I'm a scholar. He's not used to talking to people. Sure. Thank you. I'll pass this on for me. I will put this information to good use. He bows deeply. It pleases me to be of use to you. Oh, look, it's Darren. Darren looks around as if not exactly sure where he's going. Ah, Commander, how is the Crusade doing? Our Crusade? You weren't exactly thrilled to join the Crusaders. Of course I wasn't thrilled, but in unfavorable circumstances, a man cannot allow himself
Saturday
to
and
wallow
Sunday,
in gloom and
March
despondency.
18th and 19th are the monthly giveaways for March. A $25 Steam gift card will be given away each day. You have to be a follower of the channel and present to win. Check with Gimpy if you have any questions about the giveaway. Thanks for watching.
Yep, thanks for watching again. Giveaways next weekend. And good job, Hobo, beating up on a commander with a good attitude. That's number 1 on the bingo card, number 1. And because Hobo won that fight, that's a free vote for everybody. So go to your bingo cards and click the number you need to get closer to bingo. Good luck. Hey, Mozart, welcome back. Secret weapon, a stay out sign. That would work. Okay. What a man can do is look on the bright side of the whole situation and change his circumstances as much as possible. I, for instance, am certain that I'd be able to throw a rip-roaring party even in the crater of an erupting volcano with my hands tied behind my back. So what brings you here? Oh, it's just a trifling thing. I wish to make a donation to the Crusade cause. It seemed a smart decision to me because what's good for the Crusade is now tightly intertwined with what's good for yours truly. I did have to give the revenue from my estates a good shake-up and send a few courtiers scurrying about, but in the end I managed to acquire a couple of decent items. All in all, here's my donation to the Crusade and its commander. You must try them out for yourself. I offer these gifts from the bottom of my heart. A wand of pox pustules and a wand of ray of sickening. He is so generous. Can sense your own agenda and your choice of gifts. Clever. He smirks slightly. I thought of you while selecting these gifts, and now I must beg your forgiveness and bid you farewell. I still have plans to order, and send a package of special gifts to my dearest cousin, the Queen. Are we done talking to people? Okay, so now the decision is, what are we doing next? The Outcast. Vengeance of Socorro. We've got to talk to CR in the town. Got to do the Soul-Seal thing. Middle game. What's this one? Can't be considered viable until it's a decent scouting team to ensure there are a sufficient amount of scouts in the army. The government must erect a building for keeping battle mounts in Dresden. Sure. Call of Memory. Ulbrich is invited the commander to visit a village where he has kin, so there's extra stuff thanks to the DLC. Get your wand of raging diarrhea. I don't think it would be that subtle for him. Alright, go talk to Social and CR. Kiar. Is it Kiar or CR? We'll call him Kiar from now on. If I remember. Which I won't. I wish we could ride around on Espresso here, because he's so much faster. Oh, we have to catch what's-his-face in that. Oh, there's Ulbrich over there. So where's Kiar? He's over here somewhere, right? There he is. Oh no, Espresso's legs are broken again. We won't talk about the way Gimpy runs. Okay, yes, so something happened. Where did your boy Morveg go? He ran away, packed his things in the dead of night and disappeared. Must have gone to find some demons to fight. He is a Kellet. His entire clan are blood enemies of demons. They also worship the god Gorum. Did you see the straw wolf hanging from his neck? It's their clan's talisman. It's called the Little Fang. Blah blah stuff. So much stuff. I don't care. They say Morgan wanted to go towards Wintersun, an ancient Nostarkorian settlement, but I don't know what he wanted there, blah blah blah. So I want to ask you a few questions about yourself. About me? Blah. I want to know about your past. Stuff, stuff, stuff. Tell me about your order. Don't really care. I have more questions. So this was all about what's-his-face disappearing. Had nothing really to do with his problems. Fine. Okay, let's go sell some stuff that we're carrying around. That's not the right way. This was the fortress you reconquered from the demons, right? Yes, this is Dresden. Now with less demons. Or fewer demons. Nah, less demons. Sounds better. There's Wilser. So... that... Orc double axe. I don't think we're using that. Hey, we're up to 82 grand. Anything good here? Probably not. Oh, I still need to talk to other people too, don't I? Here in the city. We haven't checked out what's her face is selling over here yet. Yes, they're non-functional. It's a problem he has. He's got a chronic issue with his legs sometimes. Heard about the wound that sometimes was my chest. Are you familiar with this kind of ailment? Do you think it might be? The touch of the abyss is probably what it is. Can you give me some advice on how to heal it? Stop touching it. Why don't you try to heal me? Blind attempt to heal a patient. Blah blah blah. The end of prison. You're an Asimar. Use the help of a cleric. Not really, but I want to see what you're selling. The Ring of Pyromania. Deals fire damage through a spell. They deal an additional... Oh, we want this ring, don't we? Half of the pair. It's a specialist spell. No. Coin of Protection. Icy Protector, no? What is an Asimar? Asimar. Of course we need it. Why wouldn't we need it? It goes along with the other ring. It goes along with the Ring of Pyromania, see? Oh, sorry, the Ring of Pyromania goes along with the Fire Salamander ring, or whatever it's called. The other ring that, what's-his-face is wearing. Intelligence and Charisma. Addition, when the spend lands a killing blow with the melee weapon, the next spell becomes... Yeah, like, that's gonna happen. It's only 50 grand. I mean, we're going to have 30 left over, unless we sell some stuff. Which we're not really carrying much extra stuff on us. Save some money. Okay, douchebag, where are you? There you are. Ring of Protection 1, you don't need that. You want the Ring of Pyromania. It goes nicely with the Ring of Salamander, or the Red Salamander. He just needs more fire stuff. Okay. Let's get out of here. Boss fight.
Tully, did you hear that? There is a boss fight starting. That's right. I said Tully. Unlike
Hey,
bag of
Gimpy.
water,
Uh-oh.
I know the
Stretch
difference
your
between
legs.
Tubby and Tully. You have been sitting in one spot for far too long.
Demon's Hair. Demon claiming to be a friend. Pharmacy. Oh, so we're going to do that stuff for Rushalang. Artorigus, welcome back.
Watch out for trouble.
Okay, no you. You. Then we have to play around with the order. So, that's our new guy, Ulbrich. He knows about the unfortunate fate that befell. Everyone knows about the fate of Socorus, everyone except this mountain of a man who apparently slept through the last 100 years. He knows nothing about any world ruin. So, Rip Van Winkle in our party. Okay, that's the new city, thanks to Ulrich. And it needs to go there. Our army, you guys are 7 movement points. Oh, that's right, you're protecting us against the evil little demon army that's coming up from here. Where are they? Yeah, not them? That's them right there. Oh, that's our points, but he's got to go through us now, so no big deal. Okay, Gimpy and friends, where should we go? Let's go check out the new stuff. Pursue them. I like how they're trying to invade Dresden, yet they run into the defenses and they want to run away. So cultists and cultist fighters. Shoot them dead. Clink. Go beat up on these guys. Clink. That tickled. Stupid cultists. Don't even know what they're doing. One whole cleric was wounded. But we get him back. So I wonder if this companion, if he's voiced. I hope he is. I would think he would be. Erebeth's breakdown, which occurred before the assault on Dresden, still haunts her mind. Erebeth has been appointed squad commander in the Vanguard. Erebeth is okay, so Lessons of Bastet, stuff. Got nothing else we can do right now. Have we started building here yet? I don't think so. Nope. And we want to build a supply center here, which requires 50 materials we don't have. Again, we want this so we can get our material income, you know, growing. Gargoyle Canyon. What a name. What's that one? Oh, see? Again, those buildings, 3 supplies per day. We want those in all of these little towers. So there's that one, that one. This one I think we already started. Yep, okay, so I think that's all of them currently. Yeah, because that one we just started too. Okay, Gimpy and friends, you are going that way. So, Current Glen. This is a new area thanks to the new DLC, the last Sarkorians, where we get Olgurgit. Or what the hell is his name? Griffin Boy. That's going to be his name, Griffin Boy. And because we don't really know what's going on here, we are going to buff up.
Does anyone require my counsel?
So the Sword of Heaven, how long does this last? Any idea? Weapon Holy Power, weapons have an additional on attacks, while spells and abilities used while holding this, we have an additional 2d dice of damage, or heal additional 2 dice of damage. Number of times per day equal to 1 plus half your mythic rank. So is that just a cast it and then it's just the one hit one time? Boss? Oh. Which one is it? Cute little kitten? Cute little kitten killed everyone. No, sorry, it's enraged cute little kitten killed everyone. That's number 3 on the bingo card, number 3. So now answer my question, Del. How long does the Sword of Heaven last? Is it one use, or does it last forever? It's a 1 minute per level, but you should try it out and see. But I think I have it. I don't think it shows up anywhere. Because Cold Iron, Good Aligned, Healed Outsider Bane. That's the buffs we just did. The Sword of Heaven. See, that's still the same. Oh, it is 1 minute. I don't remember seeing that before, but okay. So it lasts a whole friggin' minute. So generous. I blame Ring.
We should move.
Oh, I guess we should,
All they took from me, I'll take back.
So his buttons. So charge. Griffin shape. Claws. Shifter's Fury. Claws. Power attack, we don't care. Griffin aspect. Don't care about that. Oh, you know what? He doesn't have mobility. I just realized that. You have to put 3 points into that. Yes, it's 3. So there's an upgrade to it that extends its duration, but at the moment it might just be a flat 1 minute. Oh. He wants to be a griffin. Oops. But how?
Please stop saying
Who
oops.
could have?
You are
Cases of
making
time
me look
ravaged
bad.
from remembrance and confusion. I visited here just a month ago. Everyone was alive, but now, well, a month ago for him was actually 100 years ago, 1 month. Not a month ago, Oldrick. 100 years have passed. Not that 100 years nonsense again. I don't believe it. It's impossible. This is all fake. An illusion conjured up by the Oglins to hide the real village away from prying eyes. Ogre's eyes madly dash from one decrepit wreck to another. We must search everything. Find the people. Learn where they are being kept. Free them. And snap the horns off the puxies that did it. It's like daylight
Gimpy
savings.
is raising money for the National MS Society for the 10th year in a row here on Twitch. Walk MS 2023 in San Diego is April 22nd, but Mrs. Gimpy, Mickey, Rocket, and Gimpy will be doing private walks in April and May. They are walking 1 mile for every $1,000 raised. If you would like to help with a donation, please visit stompingoutms.org. Thank you.
Demon Invasion is fake news, definitely. So, this martial stuff. Character. So attack. So 2 claws and a bite. So plus 17 to hit. Power attack's a little hit there. Weapon. Damage is 21 and 26 per hit. It's not too bad. It's not so bad for this whole character-specific archetype bullcrap. Hey, it's not like they make you pay to get the shifter. There's nothing but ruins, bones, and ash. It seems the settlement's entire population was wiped out.
Keep your calm.
You sense my sarcasm, I think. This isn't a very big settlement if this is where he lived. Just want to point that out. Oh, look at all the failed perception checks. Holy shit. What's going on there?
Never stop learning.
Who hasn't failed? Oh, Gimpy made that one. Gimpy failed. Rushlight, Neil Darren.
I will guide.
So where was that perception check happening? It wasn't back here. Oh look, there's a white wolf up there. See, War Chief, someone still lives here after all. Must be a spirit and it doesn't look hostile. I'm more concerned why we're failing checks but not seeing stuff. Oh look, it's a little spirit going that way. Ghostly shapes flutter in the air. It appears that the spirits of dead Sarkorians are still lingering in this place. What do you want, lost souls? The ghost looks at you blankly. It seems you will not get anything and we'll be getting an answer. What do you think, old brig? Griffin boy. Happy lives leave no spirits. That much we know. What exactly a spirit needs, though, is something even an experienced shaman can't always work out. Let's take a good look around this place. Maybe we'll find some kind of a clue. We shouldn't stop here. Fair enough, War Chief. Let's keep moving.
Focus on the goal.
This is what I expected to see here. Knowledge of the world. Examine the tree. Oof. Succeeded. Strange. This thick pus is oozing out of the corpse. It must be the reason the tree is covered in corruption. Getting rid of the corpse would be a good idea. It will stop the decay from spreading. Oh, it's actually strapped to the tree. Wonderful. Oh, look, succeeded. You take the corpse down effortlessly. Thank you, War Chief. Bit of a load off my chest. Look, it's a corpse. There's nothing on it. Dun, 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 dun,
Watch out
dun.
for trouble.
Howling Spectre will saving throw. Oh, the Archon's aura. These corpses look suspicious. Be careful with them. I have a feeling these aren't the kind that lie quiet. Think? Skeletal Guardian just laying there.
Time to practice my combat abilities.
Forwards!
Veronica needs to get her burn up a little bit higher.
The light, take you!
Out of my sight! Oh, thank you for amusing me.
Hey, Griffin, charge. Look, friend.
I will resist.
Get him, Bob. Bob, happy Wednesday.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
Fortitude saving throw, or fail. Does that mean he's blind? Probably not. Guess he is.
We won't falter.
Ah, where'd you come from? So, Howling Spectre. So special about you. So just a regular Spectre. Immune to everything undead or unto. So undead and bard. Best kind. Just take it 5 steps away from him.
See to your demise.
Prepare
Save
yourself.
some adventures for later.
Don't.
Keep your calm.
Short sword 1. Leather 1. Is that better for him? Maybe? No, not currently.
There are many roads to success.
Look, it's a trap.
It is done.
This building is larger and more solidly built than the rest. It must be the home of an elder or chieftain. That'd be our guy, wouldn't it?
I will guide.
Ooh, look, a strange charm. And full plate 2. It's a red rug. Oh, a red rug. Strange charm, peculiar looking stone with runes inscribed on it. Full plate 2. Is that better than what she's wearing? No. No, it is not.
Hey, bag of water, it is time to take a break. Go stretch your legs.
But
Your next break is in 2
Okay.
hours.
okay, let's check out the outside here first, and then I think we'll check out that cave after we get back from break. This used to be a passage leading to the other parts of the village, but it was destroyed in a landslide. Well, sucks for that to happen.
Focus on the goal.
So, that cave. We'll be entering this cave after we get back from break. So, I'm going to get up, stretch some legs, get some water, that kind of thing. If you've been watching the stream for any length of time, I suggest you do the same. Okay, be back shortly. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the dog video.